What's up, everybody? Welcome to NIBScast episode 21!
Whoa!
Yay!
Oh,
The
that is a
podcast
terrible noise.
can officially drink. So we're going to do a shot of bourbon whiskey to kick the show off. Cheers, boys.
Bourbon.
Yeah.
It's pretty gross.
Oh my god! I can't change my face!
Tastes
great.
whiskey face.
I am one of your hosts, Aaron Ragsdale,
Alan,
joined as
we are
always
really
by
loud.
Nikki13.
Hold on, we're really loud.
Okay.
Now we gotta start all over again. Pour the shots.
No!
I'm Nikki 13.
I'm
Derek
Derek.
Ragsdale.
That's me.
Matt Czech.
Alan!
Oh, god damn.
Really bad.
I can't. Oh, god, I'm on my face.
Okay. Now that that's out of the way.
That sucked. I hate your bourbon.
That's why I'm trying to get rid of it.
Why'd you buy it?
I was trying to make old fashions.
Did it work?
No,
Gross.
I didn't get the oranges, which apparently is a very important part.
Yeah.
It's starting to settle now, but.
The fuck are you?
Oh god, that original taste.
An old fashioned has like 4 ingredients. Yes, one of the ingredients is important.
Let me see the bottle. What the fuck is this piece of shit? We're not sponsored by Wild Turkey Bourbon
Yeah, go
Whiskey.
ahead. What's the bottle say?
No, Derek needs to read it. He's the
I already
advertiser.
read it.
You need to read it out loud.
Made by
Tasty
Jimmy Russell
asshole.
and his son Eddie.
Screw you, Jimmy Russell. And I hate your son, Eddie.
Wow.
Yeah.
Matt Czech, that was as bad as the time you sent me this video.
Oh, God.
A video that we'll start the news with. It says Half-Life 3 may never come out. Matt Czech, defend these people. I don't
Well-
believe them. At least I hope.
It's
Not to
they
believe
just
that.
they talked about it as like a financial standpoint for Valve. They really don't need to release Half-Life 3 because of Counter-Strike, Team Fortress 2 and Dota, and with those three like
IPs.
business models, and also with Steam 33% off or 33% of all stuff, they make $780 million each month just from those sales alone. And ever since Mass Effect 3, they saw the Mass Effect 3 outcry of how fans, like, it was a good game still, but they like, oh, the ending's terrible. And now that I'm sorry, the bourbon's getting in my fucking throat still. Ever since they saw how shitty fans are now, they don't feel like they really need to risk sending out a Half-Life 3. Because there's only, like, it's a skeleton crew of, like, 10 people that are working on it. They have the script. They have the script and, like, the story done. Like, the story's technically there, so Half-Life 3 is done. The story is, but they only have, like, 10 people working on it, and they don't really feel they need to release it.
So what you're
Wait,
saying
wait.
is people are working on it.
Wait,
10
wait,
people, a
wait,
skeleton crew of
wait,
people.
Okay, so you keep saying they. Are you talking about the people in the video, or are you talking about Valve?
Valve. I'm talking about Valve.
Valve has said this.
The
has
people
said these
in the
things.
video
Because they
said
had-
they have an inside source at Valve that told
Oh,
them.
okay, so nothing.
In 2000,
They have nothing.
In 2000, like
These were
Unless
the-
you can identify your source, you have nothing.
in
These were the people, though,
2008
that had the anonymous source that got Dark Souls 3 early, so...
Still.
In 2008, they had people working on it, like, or I think it was 2006. I mean, 2006, they had a lot of people working on it, like they were ramped up. But then they started moving resources for like Left 4 Dead 2 and Portal 2, and they're moving around, and it just they kept putting it off, and they don't really need to.
The finance,
release a Half-Life 3.
the finance aspect of it gives every reason to put it out.
Why?
We don't need the revenue from this, so we don't need to care about making money on it. We can put money into it and lose money. It's the reason why Nintendo's been fine, even though they've been losing money for the past however many years, because they have so much money built up already, and they keep gaining money.
Try
The
not to
fact
throw
that
up.
Valve
Dude, I drank
outside of
Orange Julius
Half-Life,
before that.
the fact that Valve outside of Half-Life 3 is still making so much fucking money means they don't need to worry about it making money on its own.
But they're also not.
That's every reason to go for it.
It was like I think it'd be like $100 million to make
So?
it, and they'll make like 700. Like,
$100 million. By your estimate, that's a seventh of their monthly budget.
But who's pressuring
Who gives
them?
a fuck about a seventh of their month? Everybody is pressuring them.
They are an independent company. They have no like investors that are like forcing them to do something. So They don't have to do anything. They
No,
can literally
I know,
just
but
work off their 3 games.
They absolutely
and
can.
Steam.
They absolutely can. But why would they? Why would you if you have an opportunity to make something that people will love?
It boils down to you got to be
doesn't mean they
careful
care.
because they've had like big names come and go. Because obviously, what I assume is some of these big names, I'm sorry, I was not prepared to steer it in this direction, so I can't name anybody specifically. But they've had names join the company and then leave and cited, we don't really do anything other than design swords to sell for $5 on Dota, and I want to be creative here, not
Right. So get those people in and give them something to do. Make something people will love. It costs a seventh of your monthly income. Who gives a shit? Give them a seventh of your monthly income. Make it. People will love it. I guarantee you. People still love Mass Effect 3, even before they fix the ending. Derek prefers it before they fix the ending.
Well, yeah, like smart people prefer it before they fix the ending.
Exactly. So who gives a shit? Especially if it's
Companies do.
Especially if it's not. No. Especially
We're terrifying.
No. If it's not a financial issue for you not to make money
Nick,
from assholes who don't give a fuck about the ending, why not do it?
Once people stop threatening to kill game developers over fucking video games, they'll probably feel safe enough to actually release a game that's been a meme for 15 years.
Well, Matt,
way better than I hoped.
some people deserve to die.
Matt, you can't bow
Like
to
Jimmy Russell.
Matt, you can't bow to people giving death threats. That means they win. It's what the definition of a terrorist is.
I'm not the company, and
I
also
know,
I don't
but
care
what I'm
about
saying is
Half-Life.
that's not
I'm
an
just
argument.
giving you information.
I don't care. I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying your points don't make sense.
That's what they said in the video,
I know.
man.
That's who I'm arguing against. These points don't make sense. Fuck these points. This is not a news story. This is somebody saying, I heard somebody that I might know, that I can't tell you who it is. They said this.
I was gonna
Who
say,
gives a fuck?
It is a slow news week.
Who gives a fuck?
Fucking Newsweek. That's why I saw this. Like, oh, something here. Aaron, take
No,
it.
this has turned out way better than I ever hoped.
Yeah, no, these points don't matter and they don't make sense for an argument against making Half-Life 3.
All I care about, all what makes sense to me is that they're making a shitload of money. They don't feel the need to risk.
There's no risk, though. It's a
there is-
seventh of their monthly income. There's no risk. There's no risk.
There's a risk for people outcrying against it.
And what will that what will that accomplish?
I don't know.
What did EA lose by those people?
They got
fucking
fucked in the butt,
boycotting.
and they had to make a new ending that people hated anyway.
And
They
got
got
to make
they-
money off of some DLC.
I want
That's
to
true.
start.
they took some money off of DLC. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
I
Because
wanna
people
start
still
videos.
bought the DLC.
Yeah. People still bought the DLC. I'm just saying, I don't.
So there is no loss here.
That's the
There is
reasoning
no
in the video.
loss here. Yeah, the reasoning in the video is flawed.
And there's
Is
only,
what I'm saying.
the fact is that there is only 10 people. There is a skeleton crew of people
You know
working
what
on it.
According to this source.
You know what I think? I think the video was made specifically to drive up the view count, make some more ad revenue off them YouTube views.
I mean, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong. There's a shit ton of people that are arguing in the comments, and it's really funny.
Were there
to read.
boobs in the screen? Was it like? Did it have?
It was close.
Did it have
There was a
Gordon
side
Freeman?
boob. It was a tasteful side boob.
Did it
on the
have
screen.
Gordon Freeman? And what's the
Gordon Freeman actually
was
had
there a
tits.
dude's face on there like, I'm angry?
It's Gordon Freeman looking down, like, ooh,
Yeah.
boobs.
Was there a bit of green in there?
See, I need to spice up our fucking thumbnails. That's why we haven't taken off
I
yet.
was gonna say, so I'm not asking whether or not you like him, but do you guys know who Jim Sterling is?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I want to make a video series like his Jimquisitions
Jimquisitions.
with Nick. Just
that'll work.
ranting off on random video game
It will
subjects.
probably just come out on Tuesdays and have me reciting Monday's Jimquisition for that week.
People just like sneak
that'll
in,
be
like,
what it is.
videotape himself in his house.
I'll be
just
standing
ranting
in
about
front of
video
a
games every
green
Tuesday.
background with a podium with a bunch
No,
of...
this isn't
action figures
scripted.
on
It's
it.
just we record you at home where you're just like ranting about video games. Like, oh, this is the
You know,
episode.
we just
then we
bring
just
in a
edit it.
camera
Yeah.
of me and you on Skype without your side of the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like nice, calm conversation, and just,
You want
what the
some
fuck
Julius
are
to
you
wash out
talking
the
about?
bourbon?
Yes.
My mom used to have this boyfriend, and
Julius to watch out the bourbon.
he was a nice guy. They dated for a while. No, I'm good. They dated for a while. He was a nice guy, but like he would like if you listen to their conversations, you wouldn't understand what the hell he just said because like my mom would just be talking, and then out of nowhere she'd be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Just completely calm, and then just switch to like, what the fuck primarily stupid thing did he just say that
the
caused
Half-Life
that
conversation.
reaction?
He's all like Half-Life 3. I heard has a
Fundamentally
skeleton
stupid.
crew.
That was the phrase I used for it. Fundamentally stupid. Yes. But yeah.
Yeah.
We're just
Anyways,
so,
that video. Is
I think that
horseshit.
Bourbon just riling us up right now.
we're just
Bourbon.
so
Bourbon's-
passionate because we care about the game. You know what game I don't really care about
What game do
anymore?
you not care about anymore, Aaron?
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Why?
And
Why?
Five Nights at Freddy's
I'll
4
fight you on this.
is
Why?
now out.
Why? Why don't you care?
Because it's just like, stop. Like,
Why?
Once I played the second game, I was just like, okay, now
It's
you're
not the
just-
same thing.
ugh.
It's
I'm
not.
I'm
It
going to
feels like
defend
the same.
I'm on Nick's
The
side right
mechanics
now.
work entirely different.
Me
in the
and
second
Nick
game
are a
from the
team
first.
now.
All right.
And then in
I-
the
I
third
sup-
one,
Oh,
there is one thing you need to look out for. One thing and one thing alone. The mechanics are completely different. You have 3 systems that you have to keep up to date. The fourth one, I've played a little bit of it. The fourth one has mechanics that are again different from the first 3.
All right.
I'm going to support his thoughts,
I just wish
but
they'd
on
give
a
him
different
a little more
level.
time.
I'm supporting Nick's
Why?
thoughts.
Why? It's
Make
done.
Me want it.
People already
Aaron,
do want it.
He's
You didn't
he's
like
on
the
a hype
first
train.
one.
Scott is on a hype train right now where
because
people
I
are going to
was
forget.
told
Let me
by
finish my
somebody.
statement, damn it.
No, hang on. I was told by somebody that there was this really rare thing that happens, and then good old
Oh my
Derek sits
God.
down.
Okay, but I have played
That
it.
was
I
a
have
1
played
in a
it
million
often.
chance. I can't believe that happened to you.
But I have played it
was such
often, and I have
bullshit.
not seen it happen a second time. So
Derek
it is
is
still
literally,
rare. That
literally a fluke. Derek is a
Yeah.
fluke.
I wonder if I'm the only person that
You probably are because that happened 4 seconds into the first night. Nothing's
That
supposed to
was
happen
weird.
on the first 4 seconds of the first night.
I was just like, oh, the game closed itself.
So dumb.
Well, sorry, I'm getting buried for my segue. I'm in the minority. I
Oh
get
no,
it.
I'm not
You
getting
guys
buried.
are
You're not
I'm,
getting buried for your segue. You're
I'm
getting buried for
indifferent.
your shitty opinion.
So anyway, fuck off. Game came out early. It was
Yeah.
supposed to come out around Halloween
He's
or on
bad with
Halloween.
October
release
2015.
dates.
And then no fanfare or anything. They're just like,
Yeah, dude.
It's
I like reading the release notes on Steam because it's just Scott, and he says, I've never been good with release dates. It's out now. Have fun.
Well, originally
Scott
he wanted it to
Coffin.
be for Halloween, and he's
my
like, you know
God.
what? I'm gonna release it for the 1 year anniversary on like August 8th, and he just came. Was like, oh, it's out.
Yeah, the
I'm bad
fifth
with
one, the
release
fifth
dates. Have
one's
fun.
gonna be coming out on.
There's not a
Halloween.
fifth.
There's
one.
DLC though.
They said there wasn't gonna be a third one either.
He said this is the end of the original.
Right.
So there's
Okay.
probably a
Of-
spin-off.
it's like the first 5 seasons of Supernatural.
holy
Like,
crap.
yeah, there are seasons after that, but they don't fucking matter.
I
They
bet I
don't
got an
fucking
email
matter.
from Gabe Newell being all like, so I've leaked this information to these dumbasses to make them think that Half-Life 3 isn't coming out. Really, I'm just putting it up on October 26th.
Dude,
I don't
heard-
want to bury your game. Get it out.
Scott makes games so fast. Let's just put him on that shit. So.
Well, I think the reason why he's releasing them so fast is because he like YouTube money, whatnot. Like people
YouTube money?
YouTube money. People like YouTubers are like that's like their fucking candy, and
Yeah.
he doesn't want that hype to end. So even if he waited, because people are excited for Halloween, October Halloween, but I'm pretty sure he's just like, I gotta get these games out because I don't want people to just like get bored of it.
Well, and that's a good thing.
And also
to do.
he's getting
that's,
better
that's
at making the
why,
games, too.
That's why CD Projekt Red has been putting out free little DLC bits here and there until they get the first DLC out for The Witcher, so people don't forget, so people want to go back and play. Even if Scott Cawthon is just putting these games out so fast because he can, and because he knows he'll make money if he puts them out now, what's the problem with that? The fourth one is new mechanics, new setting. All of it works well. I've played it. I played it last night and I played it today. It all works well.
It's scarier than the other one.
It is, because this one really, you actually have to have your headphones on for this one.
You have to wait. You can't like rush through it.
Exactly. Basically, you have doors on either side of the room, and you have to actually run over to them and listen. And if you can hear anything, you have to hold the door shut until it stops.
Okay.
Because you're playing a little kid in this one.
Okay.
And you actually have to listen, and that is
cool.
intense as fuck. Like
We'll have Derek
Sasha and
play
I
it.
were playing it last night because I bought it for Sasha.
Yeah.
Because she fucking loves them. And we were playing it last night, and I was sitting there on my turn because she can't play more than one death in a row, or else she'll fucking die. And I'm sitting there on my turn, and like I died a couple of times, like within the first hour. And, like, that sucked, and it didn't scare me because, like, I hadn't gotten into it yet. But then I died on, like, 2 a.m., and just that small span of time was enough to make me focus on the game enough and focus on listening that I fucking threw my headset across the fucking room.
That's
Yeah.
why Oculus Rift is so great.
Well,
game.
Dude,
We'll have
I would
Derek-
love if they put that on, because the third one, I don't know if it's actually in a 3D environment, but the 3D modeling for the environments, much better. Much better.
We'll have Derek
Rather
play
than,
the
like,
third.
the-
We'll play.
It's
have the
not
poster wall.
just images on a
That
concave
was his first
wall.
one, to be fair. So
We'll have Derek play it.
The second one
and
was like
then
that, too.
Golden Freddy will hit him in 3 seconds, and
Is
he's
there
like,
a Golden
"This
Freddy
game's
in the new one?"
stupid." I don't know.
Huh?
is there a Golden Freddy in the new one?
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet.
We'll find out.
You'll know, you Mr. Fluke man.
I know.
Jesus
I know. There's
Christ.
at least the original 4, and there's one that I've seen that I have no idea what the fuck it is because it just kind of attacked me without me ever seeing it.
Humpin' Hippo Murderer.
I also got
Exactly.
I also got what's his name coming out of Pirates Cove on the first night.
Oh, Foxy. Yeah.
You did?
I,
I wasn't supposed to.
I decided to play lazy one time when I was going through because I didn't think anything attacked you in the second one on the first night. I ended up being fucking wrong, and that exact same thing happened.
I wonder if I'll get like the Golden Freddy in 2 and 3 when I play those the first time.
I'm not.
3 has
Yeah.
no Golden Freddy.
Okay.
No, you know what?
3 is really good.
You know what?
There probably
Yeah, there
is
probably
one.
is for Derek. It's like, oh shit, Derek's playing.
No, 3 is
Come here.
really good. Basically, in the third one, there's one animatronic you have to watch out for. There's 4 other animatronics that can appear in the room and fuck with your shit.
Okay.
And it just makes the one animatronic that can kill you a lot easier to come to you because basically, like if the mangle gets there, he'll start making a whole bunch of noise, which will draw it to you,
Okay.
and shit like that. But my favorite part about 3 is there's basically it's the phantoms of the other animatronics, and Freddy will pop up in the window in front of you, and he'll just kind of shuffle towards the door like this.
Hey guys, it's me.
It's like this weird, like, fucking pimp walk that he does. I don't know. It's fucking... I'll have to show you. It's ridiculous.
Open 5 nights. 5. You play as Freddy.
That'd be fun.
You play as the
little kids.
animatronics trying to break in.
That'd be
I'd be okay with that if,
Yeah.
like, they did, like, 5 nights with security guard
Yeah.
and just flip it.
Yeah.
That'd just be a fan game. They should just make that.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a ton of those.
Yeah,
I
there's so
like,
many.
Somebody
I was
made it
surprised.
5 Nights at the Krusty Krab.
Yeah.
That
I
one's
saw that.
scary.
I was surprised that nobody ever made, like, 5 nights at Markiplier's or 5 nights at YouTube where, like, the animatronics are... It's the exact same game. It's just, like, Markiplier and PewDiePie and fucking...
I mean,
Game
they
Grumps.
scream enough for that.
Yeah.
I love
Exactly.
watching Markiplier
We should make
play
it.
the first one.
We should make it
Yeah.
and put one of us in there, just so like we're famous.
I want Five Nights at Derek's. Where
Well,
it's like,
and The other thing I want to talk
I'll
about
be the
is,
Golden
like...
Freddy.
There is a significant storyline that is done well enough that it makes people want to figure it out as
Oh, yeah.
opposed to just telling everybody.
I'm sure like Matt Pat's game theories and stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah, no, I'm
have,
waiting
like,
for that.
helped
I'm waiting for
tremendously.
that. But like even outside of what he's done, just the community trying to figure out what exactly is happening, and the fact that there is actually an actual fucking storyline going on that he has planned, I like that.
Just think.
So it's not just people making something out of nothing.
Just think
So.
about it. This all started because he made a Christian game with a scary-ish looking bear.
I was gonna say that's what
As a
I
beaver.
That's
A
what
beaver.
I really appreciate about this is I've heard a story this week that like this is an example of somebody who took criticism and ran with it. Like
Yeah.
he didn't complain. They were all like, "This is terrifying. This is not a kid's game." He's like, "You're right."
Yeah, it was
All right, here comes
something
the
in-
franchise.
It was something in Son's Lumber Company, and it was on Steam
Those
Greenlight.
classic games.
But yeah, a lot of people were like, "This game looks like shit, and your main character looks scary as fuck, like an animatronic." He's like, "Okay,
Yeah.
I could probably make something better than that,"
And
and he did.
Seems like a pen
you
and
know that
teller
like
game.
I feel like that series is actually gonna become iconic now. Just
Yeah.
because like someone said that looks scary. Like all right, now he's gonna make an iconic series that people are probably gonna play.
They're probably
for a
gonna
long time.
actually open.
If they probably will, dude. They
Haunted
probably will.
houses.
They're
that
making a
are
movie.
Freddy's.
They're making a
That's
movie.
the premise
that
of
probably
the
is
third
gonna
one.
be.
I don't know if you know that, but that is the premise of the third one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the third one takes place in an amusement park attraction where they're trying to get the actual animatronics from the legendary Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, and they finally find one,
Okay.
and that's the one that you have to watch out for because the phantoms show up when it shows up, Like they're following him.
Okay.
There's a whole bunch of storyline shit going on with that I won't get into now, but yeah.
You know, you make it big because they're making a Five Nights at Freddy's movie. You know, you make it big.
Was that actually announced?
It's in the works.
Those two guys were probably like, hey.
Right.
I don't know who the director is, but it is in the works. Yes.
Dude, fucking Mac is directing
Yeah,
the Minecraft movie. The gang plays Minecraft.
Is that on there?
No.
Well, let's talk.
Let's talk about it.
I hope it is the game plays Minecraft.
That'd be hilarious.
Dude, do you know what's awesome about what I'm about to do?
No, it's not awesome.
No, do you know what's awesome about it though?
What?
I can't get in trouble for it because it is stock music.
Oh yeah, they stuck only stack music
Yeah, that's true.
on their
that's it.
show. So
But I was gonna say, you know, you make it big when McDonald's has little toys. I can't wait for like little Golden Freddy toys.
Dude, that'd
at
be
McDonald's.
awesome.
You know they'll probably do it.
They switched their they switched their mascot to Freddy.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome. But yeah, Mac is directing the Minecraft movie. What the hell?
I have a
What's this
feeling
movie gonna be about?
It's gonna be about the gang not getting addicted to Minecraft. Wait, hold on.
it'll
What was the
literally
joke I kept using
It'll
in
be
Skype?
them in Minecraft. It'll be like the Make Love Not Warcraft episode.
Yeah.
But like they're in Minecraft.
God damn it, Charlie! I'm not gonna ever play fucking Minecraft.
We gotta go fight the Ender Dragon. Yeah.
The gang plays Minecraft.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Just that right there.
If the gang was in Minecraft, probably Mac would be eating pigs and be like, "No, dude, bulking up, mass." Dennis would probably like be banging a lot of the villagers. Charlie would probably be
Fucking-
snorting
Oh
redstone.
god, what were they called? What was the original name for the villagers?
I don't know.
They all have the same
Squidwards?
name. No.
Gary?
Ah, fuck.
I just know that he's gonna end up trapping a bunch of
Testificate.
them in the.
What?
He's gonna trap a bunch of them in a house and just be like, "Yes, breed," and then
Yeah.
set it on fire.
Oh yeah,
You know,
fucking-
Like,
I need my tools.
and Deandra's just gonna be a witch.
See,
No, she'll be a bird.
I was gonna say I could picture in
Be a
there
bird.
Yeah.
like Dee just being like they'd be like, oh, we're about to kill the Ender Dragon, and then she'd just come in and kill them real quick and be like, ha,
revenge.
I feel like Danny DeVito would be the Ender Dragon, be like, Deandra.
Oh god, 3 pigmen show up and it's just the fucking McBoyles.
It's the McPoyles.
Oh, gross. I want to see
Or
this
you're
movie
just
now.
with jars of milk. Yeah.
I want to see this movie.
would be
Rob
pretty
Hilarious.
McElhenney, make that not whatever you're about to make.
He's just like, no, that's stupid.
Mac's like, it was brilliant.
Oh,
He doesn't make that, but it is an episode in the next season of Always Sunny.
Yeah.
wild news I missed, and I appreciate talking about it. We ruined my segue. So number 4, Rise of the Tomb Raider is coming to PlayStation 4.
Wait. What was the segue going to be?
He said something about iconic games. I was gonna be like, speed of iconic
Okay.
games.
Okay.
Rise of the Tomb Raider is coming to PlayStation 4 and PC holiday 2016. Square Enix finally announced during a press conference that the Xbox One exclusivity deal is only 1 year long.
Don't care.
Now,
Rise of the Tomb Raider.
holiday 2016, is that this year? Is that next
No, that's
No, that's next
year?
year.
I thought
Is
so.
this the
I
Tomb
mean,
Raider?
Xbox
New Year's
is in
Eve
it
does
this year.
count
Yeah.
as a holiday,
No,
but
I was just confused. Some people probably like European way. I don't know.
Is this the Tomb Raider where the snow really lands at her eyelids or something like that?
Her eyelashes.
Lashes.
This
because
is the-
because the fucking tress effects.
This is the one where her boobies are particularly triangly shaped.
Can't wait.
Perfect.
Dude, I would love if there was like a game mode where you could have like original Tomb Raider.
Dude, that's what I loved about Metal Gear Solid 4. Once you get the face camo thing, you can play as really pixelated Snake
Really?
from the first one. Yeah.
That's hilarious. Snake. By the way, you look comfy as hell in your throne, sir.
This is a nice chair.
I love that chair.
It's a nice chair.
All right.
I'm not really a big Tomb Raider
Yeah,
fan.
I just wanted
so
to mention it. I thought, people were waiting for this because I was just making sure I got everything correct. So I checked a couple websites, and Forbes was all like, "So it's not an Xbox One exclusive after all." And I'm like, Forbes, they never said it was an exclusive. They said it was a timed exclusive. It was
hate
just how long.
Time.
Time exclusives are so dumb. I don't understand. What's the point?
Xbox gave them a
man.
whole bunch of money. That's the point. That's
Yeah.
that's the only
Phil
point.
Spencer has even
Stupid.
said, and I think this probably wouldn't have existed had he known that Uncharted 4 was going to get pushed. He even said that the reason he went after this was he wanted something to go
Against
something,
Uncharted.
yeah, not necessarily he knew he wasn't going to beat Uncharted,
Right, but
he
needed
just wanted
something
something
to
there.
give it
Right,
resistance.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like third party presidential candidates.
Does it like help with their? Does it help with their like sales? That's only on Xbox. Do they really think people are like, oh man, I gotta buy an Xbox to get this? Or
Not anymore,
Like,
especially with the actual
people just wait.
announcement.
There's so many games out. People just wait. It doesn't really seem like it's needed.
Somebody said presidential candidates a second ago. I have to interject something. Chicago now has a fucking streaming media tax. A 9% streaming media tax, which includes Netflix, it includes Hulu, it includes PlayStation Plus, or PlayStation Network, it includes Xbox Live Gold. Everything you have to pay 9% tax on now if you stream anything over the internet.
Isn't that illegal?
No?
Good thing I don't
Apparently
live in
not.
Chicago.
Well, Chicago's full of crooks anyway. So.
Well, the best part is it's being pushed by it's being pushed by a lot of Democrats, which you think would be weird since their fucking voter base is young people being the primary streaming advocates.
But in Chicago, it's
when you look at
old people.
Well, no, when you look
Streaming
at
Twitch TV.
when you look at who their big funders are, it becomes really obvious why they're pushing for a tax against those things.
Yeah.
Anyway, 9% fucking tax. 9% fucking tax on your Netflix, on your PlayStation. Fucking, it's horseshit. It's horseshit.
That was
Why you
illegal.
just moving?
What the best part is, if you have like Vudu, so you pay for the subscription to Vudu, and then you rent a movie on Vudu, which is another charge. There's another tax on the rental
On the
too.
rental.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yep. Horseshit.
Good thing we don't live in Chicago.
Right?
Hopefully it doesn't leak out like the criminals do.
Well, that's okay, because I'm
They
gonna
sent them
leak
here.
out of Illinois. Is the fucking hope. So
Yeah.
Montana. Nobody messes with Montana.
I was just gonna go to Wisconsin. I mean, Scott Walker's an asshole, but he's not as bad as Illinois.
Bourban
I don't even know who the Montana person is. We're going to Montana. It's colder there too.
It's the next Jesus Christ in Montana. He just doesn't want to leave. He's like, it's really nice here.
He's on my toast.
Shh, don't talk about Montana. Also, don't mention Delaware. We have a pact. Nobody knows about Delaware. Does anything ever happen in
Wyoming.
Delaware?
No.
Wyoming. It's,
I hear
it's the
shit about
US's
Wyoming all the time.
When?
though. Like they've got women voters. They've got buffalo there. I don't know. I never hear shit about Delaware, and they're over in that area where all the shit happens. So.
I mean, I'll give you that you do hear that Wyoming is America's least populated state.
yeah,
I'll give you
Derek,
that.
is it relatively new that they have women voters in Wyoming?
they were the first to let them vote.
Okay.
You're reminding me of the bit in the first Wayne's World movie where they're in front of the blue screen and they're like, "Let's go to Hawaii," and he starts doing like a hula dance and he's like, "Let's go to Texas. Let's shoot some Broncos, the Alamo," and then like Delaware pops up behind them and he's like, "Oh look, we're in Delaware. Welcome to Delaware."
I was actually reading that it's easier to get into Delaware, but because of their natural boundaries, it's hard to get out. So a lot of people just get trapped there and die.
The fuck?
It's like a big roach motel. Of
Is that the
US.
Hotel California? Is Delaware?
that face.
Anyway.
Good segue, Derek. Speaking of roach motels.
Speaking of Delaware,
Street Fighter V information has come out of Evo this year.
Alright.
And they've announced they want it to be more of a platformer service than like
I want to
Just
retry this.
a game there.
Street Fighter.
What they mean by
You
that?
did not want to try it. You did not.
I want to try it by myself.
There's
Okay.
no more multiple editions. There won't be like Super Street Fighter,
Bullshit.
Street Fighter,
God.
kick you in the nuts. Everybody will get the same.
In their defense,
game.
they've never said that before. They've never lied about that before.
Everybody will get the same game that will be supported with free updates. So like they'll have the update that brings it to the Super Street Fighter equivalent. Like they'll have
Which
the
is
balancing
good, which
patches.
means trophies will carry over.
You can buy new or additional characters, or you can earn them, kind of like MOBAs.
I like that.
They hope, obviously, they hope this will keep everybody
Can you just let him
playing
in?
the same game, as opposed to like somebody being like, "I play Street Fighter," and some guy being like, "I play Street Fighter 5 Turbo Edition HD Deluxe."
Street Fighter 2 Extra 5. Put some sandwich on my lettuce.
So yeah, the beta is going on right now,
my
apparently on PS4, and it's getting like the Street Fighter community likes it a lot. Like there's a couple balancing issues, but I mean it's beta.
Yeah.
That's why they're having it. The game's coming out on PS4 and PC early next year. It was quite a big deal when they announced that this is a PS4
Exclusive.
PC.
Wait, so
exclusive,
were we
yeah.
playing 4 at your house?
Yeah, the 4 Ultimate, I think it is, or 4 Ultra.
What?
It's
that just come out?
it's the final release of 4,
Okay.
and it
Before the final.
Yeah.
well, yeah.
The one where it kicks you in the nuts.
But it's the first one that was out on PS4.
Okay.
I'm surprised that business model is actually still there.
I
When
got
they
that the
released,
day
like,
after we finished the
7
Injustice tournament. Speaking of the Injustice tournament, it's almost done. Watch the last week's podcast.
I'm surprised that business model's still around with like them releasing 7 of basically the same
Yeah.
games. Like,
It works apparently.
doesn't seem like it's gonna work anymore since they're changing. It's like shit. People are realizing.
Well, no, they want to get ahead of the curve. They want to head that off. They want to be like, no, before people start actually getting pissed off at this, let's just change it.
And then,
Because then people will be thankful and they'll buy it just for that.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People will be really happy. They'll be like, they're such a benevolent game company.
Exactly.
I love you, my leaders. Love you, my Delaware leaders. But
Hey,
I,
Tucker,
Oh, well,
you
then
gotta
buy
get off
our
me.
remake of
Tucker,
Street Fighter
you gotta
2
get off me.
Ultimate
You're
Edition.
You're making me really hot. Get off me.
I do like how you unlock characters. That's
Yeah,
that's nice.
That's nice.
They haven't necessarily said how it's gonna go though, because that's like the one thing people are concerned. Like, they're all like, it needs to be a reasonable time. I mean, they'll figure it out. They're probably looking at the MOBA stuff, trying to
Yeah.
figure it out. But like, if you have to play like 17,000 hours to unlock one character,
That would.
like, it's not gonna be worth it.
No.
I think.
They have
Beat
to
the
find a
story mode
balance.
on hard.
They have to find a balance for the people who just want the characters will buy them, and the people who just don't care. Because I mean, that's one thing about like, especially people like who play these games competitively. They only have like a small stable of characters they
Oh, yeah.
actually play. So
Yeah.
That's
There's
true.
competition viable characters, and then there's
Bless me.
fucking.
Bless you, buddy.
I can't think of somebody who's really not competition viable in a fighting game that I know.
King Dedede.
No, you're still good. You're good enough.
Yeah, but he's not competition viable. He's too slow.
Way too slow.
That's true. And everything he does can just be like reflected back.
Yeah. there's
Oh,
enough of a
wait.
telegraph for it.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll stick with the theme of older games / series. KOTOR
Did you say
2.
boner games?
Boner games. KOTOR 2 has received an update nearly 10 years after its launch.
Hell yeah.
Amongst
KOTOR 2.
the update contents.
Hell yeah, dude.
Real quick, can we just give a shout out to Matt Slade for sending this to us?
Yes, thank
That's
you. Matt.
sweet.
Amongst the game's update contents, can now play the game at 5K resolution.
Ooh, that K.
There is widescreen support, controller
It's 5
support,
o'clock.
achievements, and Steam Cloud support. All that's coming to Obsidian's critically acclaimed RPG.
I mean, it's not that critically acclaimed.
It's acclaimed by
But
critics.
it can be now that they have
they
mods.
did cut it off. at
However,
the end.
that's one thing too. This is a rumor right now, but it's been going around all the major sites. The Sith Lord Restoration content mod is rumored to be heading to the Steam
No,
Workshop.
it's already available.
Is it?
It's already
Okay.
available. It was available the first day.
Well, there you go.
So you can just get that. That's like.
Yeah.
That's why I think.
Play,
Yeah,
this
because
is
they
an
added mod
excellent thing that
support,
they've done.
and then they wanted to have something up already for you to be able to mod it with, and they knew that that was a thing,
That
so
was
they
the
made sure that
best
was
thing.
available.
Yeah.
I think it also includes like Linux and Mac versions of the game
I think it
that
might
are
be
supported in Steam.
Stop
now,
playing
too.
your Linux, man.
Dude, Nathan uses Linux.
I know,
think.
he hacks. He's a hacker.
He's Elite Hacksaw.
Isn't that the computer they use for hacking? Is the Linux computers?
They probably
I
will
mean,
use
it would
Windows.
depend on your kernel of Linux. And
All
you
right.
can do it in Windows.
Rounding out the news this week, Kojima and Del Toro may still
it
be
like-
trying to work together.
Benicio del Toro? Benicio del Taco?
Deltago.
God, tacos sound good.
Are you fucking playing with your... Oh, okay,
No,
you're fine.
I'm getting ready for the next segment. So yeah,
No,
I really
I
hope
can't
they
remember his
just.
fucking name now.
I hope they just completely rip off Silent Hills.
Oh, I want them to.
I just
Fuck-
want.
fuck 'em.
I want.
They
Nor-
should,
I
they
want
should.
Norman Reedus involved.
Dude, fuck Konami.
Yeah, dude.
Konami.
Not sponsored by Konami.
I hate Mario.
You gotta be careful with the word Konami. That sounds almost racist.
It kind of
Konami?
It's like a tsunami that takes out black people. That's what you were saying. That's
God
what
damn
you
it.
said. That's what you... No. Don't put this on me.
It's put on you now, Derek. You're wearing it.
No, they should really just get the
You
same.
should just log into that with
Did you
your
get
Gmail app.
They should get Norman Reedus and just pretty much just do the same shit that they were gonna do for Silent Hills.
Not even Norman Reedus, just Norman Fetus, the one that was in the sink.
In the sink.
That's the main character.
But they got him to
He
voice
plays a
the fetus.
He did.
I don't know if that's true.
No, but it'd be hilarious if it was. Norman Reedus as the Norman Fetus.
My name was Norman Fetus. I think I'm dead in The Walking Dead now.
I got a crossbow.
I don't care.
Nah, me neither.
Politics after the zombie apocalypse.
So we'll move on to the mailbag.
Mailbag.
Here's the mail. It never fails. Wagtail.
Did it fail, Matt Check?
Wagtail.
I don't know. Why it's not my mailbag?
I
So
wonder who it's from.
Matt
These
Check.
nuts!
Matt Check has emailed us at NIBScast@gmail.com asking us, how do you feel about all the sequels that have been coming out recently and not a whole lot of new IPs in gaming?
I think that's inaccurate. There's a lot of them. There's not a lot of AAA new IPs, but there's a ton of indie IPs.
Man, this Matt Check kid seems really nice.
And I think that's
Seems really
that's what
sexy.
it boils down to. Like the new, like the indie scene, they can afford. Slash,
So
they're
can
more.
the
They're
AAA
more.
scene. They're
Okay,
just
well,
too
they're,
They
they're more,
like
they're
have to
more
make
willing
it
to
a
take risks.
Yeah.
However, when you have like 200 people and you have to pay John $500
Fuck
like
John.
a day to
A
put
day.
bushes in Call of Duty, you're less willing to take risks on the formula.
No. You're less willing to take risks because you know that assholes will buy every edition of Call of Duty that you ever put out.
It's true.
It's not that you're less willing to take risks. It's that you know that it's not as financially steady, which doesn't matter because you still have all the fucking money in the world.
Yeah.
big dollar.
But they want more money. More than all the money.
Well, I mean, like things that aren't Call of Duty, like The Witcher and like Mass Effect and Halo. You know,
Fallout.
Halo is more like
Right,
Call of Duty.
but Mass Effect was envisioned as a trilogy. Halo, I'll give you, and The Witcher also envisioned as a trilogy. It wasn't done after the second game.
No, I was just saying like.
Yeah, but like though
It's not a bad thing,
No,
it's just
what
that
I'm
there's
what
a
I'm saying
lot
is
of
that
them
those
everywhere.
those two examples don't necessarily exemplify a sequel that is coming out just to make money instead of making a new IP.
Oh, like
Well,
Gears of War.
sometimes-
Like Halo is. Halo is just coming out with more sequels because they know it'll make money based on the name, not because a new IP won't. You know what I mean?
Well, and
Yeah.
sometimes too, the developer, they do want to do something new. Bungie is a good example of that. They wanted to do something new. Microsoft's all like, you guys should put out more Halos, and they're like, we kind of want to make a new game, and they're like, okay, see ya, but we're still gonna beat this Halo drum.
Exactly, and then they came out with Destiny, which is basically Halo, but it's still different enough.
It's really, I still like Destiny.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Destiny. I don't want any time I've talked about Destiny to be misconstrued. I liked it. I just didn't have people that were my level that were on the same time I was on that I could play with.
I
So,
get you.
yeah. It's definitely a game that's better enjoyed with people.
Oh yeah.
So
The game's playing well. If you have like music or something like that, and you don't mind tedious things like
Right.
doing your bounties and stuff like that. It's fun, but it's more fun to do bounties with friends.
right.
Bounties are never fun.
No, but they're fun with
They're
Derek.
an unnecessary evil to get my Galahorn up.
And now prison just feels like it's tedious.
I really like Prison.
I still like it.
I don't get anything from it. At all.
I don't do it for the loot
This is a
anymore.
good week for Skull Loss, by the way.
Is
Yeah,
it?
that's what we hear.
Yeah, Matt. We were gonna do it, but Matt Check won't get on. So
No, I was.
Yeah. Why won't you get on, Matt Check?
Ow,
You
scratched
promised, Matt Check.
nipple. No, we were gonna do it with Mike, but Mike said he was like super tired, so we
I
didn't
never
do
heard
it.
that.
He texted. I can show you the fucking text.
I don't want to see it.
You're
The
gonna look at it.
fucking text message.
Your nails, dog, are so sharp.
But the problem is he closes his paw so they all go inward.
That's what he did to my nipple. That fucking hurt.
I did it with Mike and Shane. And
Look at
it's doable.
You closed your
Like,
paw
it's
on
so
his
doable.
nipple?
Oh yeah. No, Skull
Would
Loss.
you not hit the microphone, please?
Yeah, Matt. Come on.
I'm wearing headphones.
Pushed it on the
I guilted Shane into doing it, and then Mike was just like, okay. So
Yeah. Well,
I
we'll
was
get
like, hey
it.
Shane, you're on and have Galahorn. Let's go.
We'll do it before the update.
Okay, that's why it is beneficial to do it this week. Is Galahorn doesn't necessarily carry you since he has primary weapon damage.
Yeah.
So you do less damage with your heavies.
But more with your other. I don't know what I would use. Red Death.
I
Red Death, probably.
was about to say
Fatebringer.
I used Fatebringer.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't have a vision of confluence. I probably would have used that realistically.
I know,
Gallahorn's
Tucker,
still
right?
nice.
Gallahorns. What's up with that?
But yeah, I don't know.
Matt Czech is talking to the dog. I want everybody to know that. He's not just throwing that out randomly.
You could have just made me sound like I'm crazy.
Maybe we need to start like a bi-weekly Destiny show so we can just get all of our...
Our Destiny,
Destiny talk out, so it's
Yeah.
on a podcast too.
all in that 15-minute spree. All right.
But no, I don't think there's as much of a problem with sequels coming out as a lot of people thinks there is. As a lot of people think there
I
is.
think it's probably just lining up to the point where like a lot of trilogies are finishing and
Yeah, like
Right. Well, and
there's
even
Uncharted
outside of
4,
that,
there's,
yeah,
Tomb
of
Raider,
course,
there's
AAA
Halo,
developers
there's
are going to
more.
go the financial route, and make a sequel to a game that nobody wanted a sequel for,
yeah.
because people will still fucking buy it. I am annoyed that AAA developers won't make new IPs because they have the talent to make them great. Not saying indie developers don't. It's just they don't have the name behind them to get the money for it to get it out quickly and make it as best as it could be.
The reason why I sent the email is because there's a thing I told Derek, which is pretty interesting about Nintendo, that Splatoon is their newest IP since Pikmin,
Yeah.
which was in 2001.
Yeah. Oh,
Another example of
food for
that,
thought.
Overwatch with Blizzard.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
Yeah, like
Blizzard is doing a lot of new
there's
ones
good stuff
recently,
going.
to be fair.
Speaking of Nintendo, there's been some more news about Metroid Federation Force, or whatever the fuck it was called. That weird sports thing is just going to be a game type in it. There is an actual story mode where you play as bounty hunters. And that's like the last training, like the live fire training mission at the end of their training. But
Just
it is
playing
also
soccer.
it is also a game type that you can play outside of the main story.
Admittedly, though, after
It still looks stupid.
after having played
Rocket League.
Rocket League, I do want to play Rocket League
is
with
fun
Max.
as fuck. Rocket League is fun as fuck, but it still doesn't look great.
Again,
But
it's because they call
the
it
fact
Metroid.
that it's
Yeah.
the fact that it does take place in the Metroid universe, and they have said that Samus is going to be present in some form during it.
Guys, go out there and kill those monsters. Keep up the good work.
I'm a little bothered that it's a Metroid game that doesn't follow Samus. That's really my biggest
The
complaint
baby
now.
Metroid father.
Since there is an actual story mode that isn't just the fucking soccer game.
Yeah.
Now my biggest problem is that it's a game that in the Metroid franchise that you're not playing as Samus, because a lot of games eventually, they do change protagonists and whatnot, but that doesn't happen in Nintendo games a whole lot.
No.
And it's weird and foreign to me, and I don't like change.
The biggest version of that is like the year Luigi. He was
we are
Right.
still looking for Olimar.
Saying?
He's out there somewhere
somewhere.
On some Pikmin planet.
on some Pikmin planet with all those fucking little Pikmin bastards.
This weird ass like brother that he brought in Pikmin 3.
Oh yeah, what was his name?
I
don't
want to
remember.
finish Pikmin 3 so bad, but the best way to play that game is gamepad only. And I'm just like, I want to put it on my TV.
Yeah.
Frustrating.
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 Anyway,
NIBScast at gmail.
yeah. So Matt Czech, if people want to email us like Matt Czech did, where can they do that?
Well, you can email them at nibscast@gmail.com.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Or you can go fuck yourself in the ass.
Nailed
Let
it.
you.
Nailed it.
It's not quite.
Again, we will delay my next topic because
You don't
I
have to
want.
delay it.
I want to have a good chunk of. Okay, what you want to do? Go with it.
Yeah.
Might be
We'll
a
go
little
with
longer
it.
show.
That's fine.
But
I want to talk about it.
sometimes
I mean, the
people
past
like
2
the
weeks
longer
have
show.
been like an hour and 15 minutes, so.
Guys, I want to know your top 5 gaming memories.
I don't want to go first this time.
I can go first because I have everything typed out.
Oh,
On last
I
week's
feel
show
like-
notes.
So basically, we're just elaborating on last week.
I feel like Aaron and I are going to share a few.
Yeah, probably.
Well, we never did it last week because we were running late.
We did.
Well,
we did a
we
Nintendo.
did Nintendo memory.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So anyway, I forgot the exact name of the game, but number 5,
Stick my balls.
soup slurping at the end of the fighting game.
That was Air Gates. God bless the ring. It's a PlayStation 1 fighting game where you can play as Cloud, Sephiroth, and Tifa. And Red 13.
So anyway,
And Zack.
we're sitting there playing this game, and we finished the game with the one guy, and this is when the fighting games had the cutscenes at the end of everything. This guy goes into this noodle shop, sits down, and just starts slurping his soup. And goes, ding, rings the bell. Ding, ding, and we're all like, there has to be an end to this. We let it play for like 2 hours. There was no end. You had to like reset the game.
That's hilarious.
So I always appreciate that. Number 4, Derek was there for this one. The Lich King 10-man with boomstick for the first time.
Yeah,
Everything leading up to it. We just had a couple people leave the guild, so like other people in the guild were like, "Yay, we can finally run 10-man Lich King." And we're like, "No, you can't because you're not good enough." So we brought the other people from the other guild with us.
Yeah.
That just good times. Where's your refrigerator running? Through the file.
Oh, God.
Number 3. One time, our buddy Josh and I, we pitched a tent in my backyard, ran an extension cord, and played Soul Calibur 3 Tales of Souls mode on his GameCube screen for 24 straight hours.
Jesus.
We ran it out. We had my PlayStation plugged into the old GameCube screen that came on it.
Yeah.
Worked
That is
great.
the best mode.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
It's really fun to play. So.
Number 2. Tyler's singing. I have written down Blitz Fuck Bop.
Let's fuck Bob.
So
That's a good name.
it is my birthday, and we're all singing Blitzkrieg Bop, and we've made up lyrics to it. It's like, my teacher's in the back
It's
seat,
probably like the second or third
doing
one
it
I
with the
went
principal. They let me join in. It was fun. Everybody sings this song. This is like my 10th birthday, something like that. Keep that in mind. Rolls around to Tyler's turn. Tyler's singing it. My mom turns the corner, and she's like, "Tyler Hathaway, if I ever hear anything like that out of your mouth again, you are going home, and I am telling your mother."
Yep.
Was the game the Jimmy Neutron game?
Jimmy
Fight Tony Hawk.
Yeah, it was
Tony
Tony Hawk. It was
Hawk.
Tony Hawk 3.
Oh, okay.
Number 1, ZA Bear Runs.
The Bear Runs.
All of them.
Even the new ones where we carried everyone, got the hunters.
Yeah, even the new ones. So there's a couple ones in particular. There is, when we did the 5-man versions, we had, was Mike DPSing?
Yeah, it was Mike as mage.
Mike was a mage, you were healing, I was tanking, and we'd just zone into it with 2 random people, and we'd be like, "Guess what? We're doing a bear run," and we'd get it.
I actually have a good memory. It's not my favorite, but 5-man. It was the first time Nick did it, and it was just like I could hear him over vent. He's like, "All right, so this is happening
So-
in the boss," and I
No,
was
wait, hold on. So I'm in ZA, and at this point I hadn't played in like a year and a half.
ZA is
So I get in.
Zolomon, a 10-man/5-man in World of Warcraft,
Yeah.
for those who don't know.
And I get into a ZA, and I'm in vent with Derek, and I think there was somebody else, but I don't remember
yeah, I
who
think
it
it
was.
was someone else.
But I'm in vent, and I go, all right, I'm in ZA. I have no idea what the hell to do. What am I doing? They're like, all right, well, just wait till you get to a boss, and I'll tell you what to do. It's like, okay. So we get to the boss, and they pull it, and I'm like, Derek, I'm in the boss. And he's like, all right, so basically what you need to do, Derek, I Alt F4.
Yeah, he's just like,
I got nervous.
he's like, "I got hit by a thing." I'm like, "Don't worry, they'll
I don't
bust
want
out."
them to yell at me.
I alt F4.
I
Oh, okay.
I didn't want them to yell at me. Yep.
So I remember the first time we got it.
I'm pretty sure we talked about that a couple weeks ago, too.
I remember the first time we got the bear specifically, and this is the setup for this, because we had some guy join our guild, and like, I never put thought to maybe I was like good at healing. Like, I knew I wasn't bad, but he's all like, "So, you and Caravati are gonna do this, Horde Tauren, my Resto Druid." He's all like, "You guys are gonna do this. You're gonna 2-heal it," and I'm like, "You can't 2-heal Zolomon." He's like, "You're gonna 2-heal Zolomon." So basically, my butt just puckered up for 45 minutes, and sure as shit, we got it. Good stuff. I'll always remember that. And then
Riveting.
there's the famous 3 in the morning.
Yeah, everyone's
It's
drunk.
it's 3 in the morning. Derek and I, not drunk, way underage.
Yeah.
We're just hanging out, like probably questing out in Zanger Marsh or something
Questing
stupid.
out,
And the guys that like run these bear runs log on, and they're like just drunk off their mind. They're like, "Bear run now!" And we're like, "Okay." So we do this bear run with all these drunk guys. It's terrifying. The worst 2-heal I've ever had in my life. Somehow we get through it. Derek lost that bear.
By
bullshit.
2 points.
By 2 points
By
on a
2
roll.
points.
And it doesn't even play anymore. Like, at least you would...
And
your bear would
then
steal like
he
day
wanted the
occasionally.
mace at the end more than the bear.
Oh, yeah.
And
so,
then that ruined someone's friendship. It was heartbreaking.
It was. So, yeah, good
All right,
good time.
Roller coaster of emotions
You gotta
right
get
there.
Excuse me.
I was also really angry because I was like 14 or 15.
You were
at the
angsty?
time.
Excuse me.
He had that Derek angst.
Yeah, I was like, that belongs to me.
Level.
Whatever, dude. I don't need it. I have a better pet.
And then I guess
better
the
friends.
last bit of story there, I got my bear the week before they took him away, and I won it with a 55.
Yeah. It's whereas I rolled like an 86 and the guy had an 88.
Jesus. Bullshit. Still salty about it to this day.
That's not a favorite memory of mine.
I still use that mount to this day. It's the only mount, man.
It is. It's really good.
Not the poop.
They
sick
should have made
bear.
a frog, dude.
The Amani War Frog. Ugh,
I want the
waiting
frog.
for it. Anyway.
I'll go next. These are in no particular order because I
Yeah, mine
Didn't
are not
think
in
about it.
order.
I remember during the Guild Wars beta, there's a lot of things. One being Aaron's dad yelling at us that we got to work as a team or else we're never going to get anywhere and then rage quit. That was fun.
Work as a damn
team. Can work as a team. I'm done. And then he quit. That was a good one. I remember I had my friend Max over and he was trying the beta and like I was not paying. I was on the phone with my girlfriend at the time. I was like 13. Nah, I was like 15. I had to do the math on that. Well, not the math, but I had to figure it out.
I
I was like 15.
swimsuit the other day.
I masturbated to it. I was like 15, and I was talking to my girlfriend, and like I was not paying attention at all. Like I was just watching whatever Max was doing because he was playing a character that I hadn't played before, and eventually like he like dinged level 3. Like I was like, yeah, level 3, yeah. And then I was no longer on the phone with somebody because they hung up on me. So yeah,
We're big.
I remember that. Nerd. No, it was just because I wasn't paying attention to her. She knew I was a nerd.
Level 3.
Exactly.
Bitches need to be sucking my dick.
I remember based on the level 3, yeah. It made me remember playing Star Wars Galaxies beta with Aaron. That game was terrible. As a 13-year-old, I was actually.
It was
13 then.
beloved by many.
I'm sure it
I'm
was.
sorry.
But it was fucking terrible.
Old Republic is a better game.
Yeah.
With all its
Oh, yeah.
faults.
Oh,
it is
yeah.
a better game.
Well, especially because like there was no guidance at all on what to do.
Good luck.
So like you basically like major character, they put you through the like here's how you shoot, go.
And originally, you couldn't like pick if you wanted to be a Jedi. You just had to hope that your character got the lucky genes, the midichlorians.
Yep.
Wait, was that as you leveled you gotta hope?
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks. You can't just be like,
you
oh,
could
delete.
pick a few different starting worlds. One of them being Tatooine, which is the one everybody wants to start on. Of course, it's fucking Tatooine.
Dumb idea.
Tusken Raiders, just out in the middle of fucking nowhere, will kill you.
Yeah, dude.
Immediately.
Did you not watch the
planets
movie?
Like you'll just be running.
Gigantic.
Like you'll be on your cordless phone with Aaron, because you just got cable internet and you can be on the phone and the internet at the same time. You running, just hear, and then be dead. Just dead immediately.
And you're like, ah!
Like, it got to
Tusken
the
Raiders,
point, like-
bitches need to suck my dick.
Exactly.
You can like
Bringing it back.
this accumulated in a time where we were playing over here, like I was spending the night or something, and Nick was playing. I was watching TV or something, and you just hear and I just hear, God damn it! Dunk, and then he died.
Yeah. Another great memory is just any time that him and I would hang out, like spend the night at each other's house and just fucking play video games. I specifically remember the first time I ever saw somebody play TFC was his dad, because I was over spending the night one night, and that's what started me on like PC first-person shooters, was watching him play TFC and then wanting to play TFC myself, and then going out and buying Half-Life to get TFC, but then realizing, shit, I bought Counter-Strike because I was an idiot. Because Counter-Strike used to come in a fucking actual Valve box, which was awesome because it started off as a mod. So fucking go people who originally made Counter-Strike, and
Now you're the reason we don't have Half-Life 3, assholes.
Look at what you've done.
But yeah, no, any of that. Playing video games with my parents. It happened a lot more when I was younger, but just the fact that they used to play video games and shit, and that was awesome. And I have one more, and I can't think of any. So I will let it go and let somebody else talk until I remember.
All right, then. I will go, but in the hopes that this will not be a future podcast topic, I'm actually going to do my top 5 favorite MMO memories because nothing else is coming to me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
No particular order, except for the last one, which I'm just going to do that anyway, last. But
So the
Number
last one is
5.
your definitive number one. The
Maybe.
rest of them can
We'll
go
see.
anyway.
The work in progress.
number 5, we'll go when Aaron and I did Yogg +1 and we 2-healed it.
Oh god, that was good.
Phil pretty much skillfully tanked everything.
Clouds.
Yeah, clouds.
Phil was good at sitting in the middle of the room getting hit.
Yeah. Tonkatsu, some clicked when he got yelled at, but he wasn't good at that point, so whatever.
This was the infamous. This was when we went back and did it for Killergen, wasn't it? The second time, because we did it twice.
It was the first.
Oh, okay. The second time.
Time I screamed.
Yeah, it
I
was just
screaming.
like every time something would come with because Tonk was there. But like Phil was the main tank, so we had Phil like standing in the middle just tanking everything, but like Tonk would bring the things to him. So every time like something would like these melee guys would get this close to Derek and then turn off, so he'd just be like, "Ah!"
Yeah, I'd scream. I'd make sure to scream. Yeah, see, Tucker's getting it.
But like he'd be holding down the mic.
Yeah. They laughed. They thought it was funny. Probably because I was like 16 years old, but whatever.
Oh,
You still that angst in you.
Hold on. I came up with my number one.
Okay, go.
So Derek yells a lot.
No, that's my number 1. Shit.
All right, when Derek goes to his number one, know
We'll
that's
call
my
number
number
one.
one as well.
We'll number one.
Yeah.
All right.
I have a feeling Aldebar is going to be very.
Oh, it's gonna have.
Really,
it's
any-
only gonna have 2.
Any WoW rating that I was a part of is
Your
one
number
of
one?
mine.
Yeah, they're good. I'm 4. I'll go. Pretty much all the things in SWOTOR, bugs included.
Hell yeah.
I
SWOTOR
like- I-
rating
the-
counts in mine as well.
The just having the bugs there in your memory makes it all
Yeah.
that more juicy.
Well, yeah, because
Wow.
we fucking passed it.
Yeah.
We beat the fucking bugs.
I just
Except for the ones that we didn't.
Yeah, I just like the time that Matt fucking jumped off.
That was possibly the most angry I ever got.
That was hilarious.
So there's a hole.
yeah.
There's a platform, and you jump onto the main platform.
But
there's
the
a space
platform
in
you're
between
on,
them.
the platform you're on is above the platform you're jumping to.
But if you like just run like normally, you'll just land on the right
Yeah.
platform.
But if
Matt
you switch to
toggles on his
walking-
walk and
Yeah.
just goes.
It goes right
Falls
through.
between them.
And then we have to wait for him to run back.
He was RP walking, guys.
Yeah.
And
He
a
was.
bug, and a bug here was you were supposed to spawn like right in the room right before that, but one of the bugs was you were spawning like halfway back through the instance.
Yeah,
So
that,
we had to wait
that
for
was
him to
one
run
of
back.
them.
Yeah.
Another one of them was the platforms wouldn't appear, and that time you would just have to jump off and die
Yep.
and restart the
And
fight,
there
which
was
is the
always
majority of
And
fights.
then there was the spires resetting in the middle of the fight.
Yeah,
Just for
that
no
happened
reason.
a lot. Really, Phil Wyatt? Yes, big gay.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
No, it was your being gay.
It was yes, big gay at first.
It's like
Yeah.
big gay, something like that.
Yeah, big
Oh.
gay.
Did I come up with that?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I didn't want to just say
You had to
did
do
in
like
case
you had
I
to
was
like
wrong.
line
You
up
did.
these colors, but like you had like on these 2 platforms, but you had to do it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So we had like red, yellow.
It's in this like a circular disc, and the colors are on
Oh.
each, and we need to know the order of the colors.
Okay. Yeah.
So it was yellow, purple, white, yellow,
Yellow's on there twice.
blue, green. Really Phil Wyatt. Or no. I'm sorry, it was red was the first one. Really Phil Wyatt. Yes, big gay.
Yeah,
And then it eventually switched because that didn't make as much sense as really Phil Wyatt, you're being gay.
I prefer yes, big gay, just because it's funnier.
Yes,
And what's really funny about it is we made this up before Phil was raiding with us in the game.
Yeah.
And then started raiding with us in the game, and we had to tell him how we remembered it.
And he's just like, God damn it, guys.
That's the name of the podcast.
Also, with SWTOR, when our only sniper quit because he couldn't handle the way we viciously.
Did you make him
yelled at
cry?
Maybe I wasn't there
I mean,
after
we don't know that he didn't cry.
Yeah, he alt F4'd Nick style when he started to get yelled at.
Yeah.
Wasn't yelling. It wasn't yelling.
It just
I mean, it's yelling to
constructive
everybody that
criticism.
isn't one of us.
Yeah.
But we know it's not yelling, and that's all that matters.
It's love.
When you
Exactly.
raid,
Loud
let's
love.
just get high.
I feel bad, Marshall. I'm sorry.
He's
But-
listening to this. He's like, man, this fucking.
But this was like the 5th time you done this.
Yeah, and then he shows up. Part of the reason we bring him, he have a bubble that makes it so you take way less damage. So on the first fight, we can just stand in because there's this phase where he just does a crap ton of damage unless you're hiding behind something. But if you have this bubble, you can just stay in and heal through it, no problem.
Basically, the bubble counts as cover.
So we're like, Marshall, bubble. Bubble, Marshall. Marshall, please bubble. We die. And we're like, Marshall, what the hell? He's like, I don't have that move. We're like, this is why we brought you.
Open your spell book. I don't remember what the fuck they called it. Open your spell book. Is it there? Yeah, there you go. Put it on your bar.
Yeah.
Because he had it. It's a
He
sniper
just
move.
didn't
Like, he
know.
had
He
it.
just never used it.
Yeah.
But
Which
yeah.
like would make his job so much easier, like even just PvE, because he can just bubble and be in cover and shoot things without having to go to cover. Yeah.
Continue.
Was that what number was that?
That was 2.
That was 3.
That was whatever. I think it's 4, but we'll.
You
Number
said, you
six.
said
there was,
SWTOR in
there
general.
was a lot in there, so we'll say
It was
3.
dense.
Okay, that's what I was know.
Throw Datacrons in there as one. Who cares?
Datacrons.
Number 2. Shit, I don't know. You know,
I want to put a shout out to Firefighter.
yeah. That was my first time healing. I might put that in there. It wasn't very. I didn't heal very well at that point, but we did beat the fight. So
We did.
and I couldn't stop bragging to Morningstar. I do remember that. I had to switch to my alternate character so we could.
Derek's
do
our
this.
best DPS. Healing just isn't cutting it. I'm like, we're not gonna get it unless we kick ums or ins out.
And I-
one of them.
the
It doesn't
time-
have to be both of them. It just
Yeah.
has to be one of them. And one of them didn't show up, and Derek's just like, hey, me. Hey,
Like,
hey,
I
me,
just
me,
kept
me.
whispering to Aaron, I'm so tired of DPSing. I really wish I could just heal. And finally, they're like, we're really sorry, YouTube man, but we're going to have to ask you to switch to your healer. And I'm just like, I guess that's okay. And then I'm like, Aaron, I'm like, yeah. And then once we beat it, I was like, I'm the best. I didn't even want to do this. But I did. And we got it. Whatever.
I mean, I guess I'll change my healer if I need to, whatever.
And
I mean, first, he had like the best like healing shield in the fucking game. Like he just strolls in with this Nax 25 shield.
just, can nobody else really use this?
Oh,
Oh, give it to me.
Yeah, we had these alt runs with voltage to do 25-man Nax. I guess they weren't really alt runs for us.
Yeah.
But Derek brought his healer one time, and at this point, the best shield in the healing shield in the game drops. And we're like, does anybody need it? And like the only other healer there that could use shields was a paladin. He's like, I have it already. And they're like, can anybody use this? Does anybody want it for an up? Give it to Unfar.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll let Nick tell my number 1 because it's gonna be the same.
Okay.
So
All right, so we're running Ulduar, and this is my first time in it
was it?
Yeah, it was my first
We were
time.
doing champion, I think, as well as the achievements.
because I was never really a progression raider in WoW at all, really, except for a brief time at the beginning of Kata, before we disbanded, and so we're doing Ulduar. Everybody here has done it before except for me. We're just kind of going through everything at the end of Wrath. Just to go through it before they bring out Kata, which is when we're going to start progression rating. So we go into Ulduar, and what boss was it?
It was Hodir.
It was Hodir. Yeah. And we get in there, and at this point, Derek likes to yell.
Time was of the essence, man.
Derek likes to yell a lot because it gets his point across, and you know that he needs you to fucking do it. So Mike was our shaman at the time. And shamans have this ability called Bloodlust, which raises attack power like significantly on everybody.
Heroism, go die in a fire alliance.
But it raises it on everybody in the raid, and it raises it significantly. My phone's vibrating. There it is.
Too many cooks.
Hey, what's up? Hey. Podcast. Shit.
Yeah, he did.
I'll go get it.
Uh-oh.
Alrighty. Love you. Bye.
Get wrecked.
What am I getting wrecked about? Fuck you. Anyway, so Bloodlust was a shaman ability that raises everybody in the raid's attack power significantly. Like you can blast down the last fifth of a boss easily. So we get to the point where in the hallway leading up to this boss, we're just doing the trash, and we hear Mike, who's talking to us, and then he leaves his vent key open. We hear him talking to his dad.
Oh,
And then we hear him say goodbye to his dad. So we get to the boss. We get a decent way in.
I ask if everyone's ready.
Right.
Everyone says yes.
Including Mike. Everyone says yes. We start the fight and get a decent way in. And all of a sudden we hear Mike Bloodlust. Mike Bloodlust. Mike! Mike fucking Bloodlust! Never bloodlusts, we die. So finally, Mike responds and he's like, "Oh, hey guys, sorry, I was talking to my dad. He came into my room. Your dad left. We heard you say goodbye to him, and that was before the fight anyway. What?" Yeah, that would have to be my favorite memory.
Totally sounds like what you did.
Yeah.
It was what I did. It got my...
It was impressive.
It got my mother to come up.
Ironically enough, ever since, Derek has been one of the most calm people
Yeah.
to play video games with.
Not when I played with Destiny. He's fucking
Well, that's
wild.
because
Maybe
you
you should
suck.
stop sucking.
Maybe if you had a Gallarhorn.
Oh,
Yeah,
Even
dude.
Nick has a
Scrub.
Gallarhorn.
Scrub.
I know.
Oh, I got another fucking email from Bundy. Let me see.
Here's another one.
Take your second.
Dual-wield Gallarhorns.
Take your pick. All right, Matt.
It's your turn, buddy.
Mine's not gonna be as exciting.
Yeah,
Oh, then
because you don't have a
Boring ass
Gallarhorn.
fuck.
Gallarhorn leads to good stories.
Well, I didn't play any MMOs when I was, because I didn't hang out with you guys when you guys played MMOs.
these aren't MMOs though. I just decided to do it as MMOs.
Okay. Are you gonna? What does the email say first?
Thank you for being an email subscriber. We love hearing from you and hope you love hearing from us as well. Please go and visit the postmaster. Your 9 strange coins should be waiting.
What?
I got 9
I got
strange
those.
coins. So,
No, I got those
an
too.
email subscriber. I need to be an email subscriber.
So do I.
I don't even know what strange coins do.
Nobody
They're
does.
like, I think they're vibrators.
They announced that pre-order thing, the Shuros weaponry, and somebody was like, "Can't pre-order, not enough vault space. Sorry."
Yeah, really.
Okay. No, don't look at my
All right,
shit.
dude.
All right. What's number?
We have to read them
You know,
off
you need
before
to
he
hurry.
Oh fuck! I know.
Jesus, Matt! Why are we so late?
We don't have to do mine.
We're doing yours.
Go ahead.
All right.
No, we're good.
Okay. For number 5,
It's crazy we had the time to do this when we start on time.
It is. It's insane.
I'm gonna cut out all of Matt talking. Just go straight to NIBScast as a production of NIBSmedia.
Number 5 is when
I do like starting on time. It is something
I
like
do.
time is very important to me as a person.
I'm not doing it. Fuck you.
Just go.
Number 5.
Number 5 is when me and Kyle used to play Sims 2 on the PS2. You ever play Sims 2?
Dude, Sims 2 is considered the best.
It is the best.
Did you
'cause
guys
it's
have
two-player.
were you too gay and adopt children?
No,
Not that
but,
there's anything wrong with that.
no, nothing wrong with
It's
that.
okay to be gay.
Yeah, it's legal now.
Yeah.
But Sims 2 is awesome as hell, and I don't know why, but my character would usually die 90% of the time.
Jesus.
So my guy would be like naked and a ghost and like eating a hot dog and haunting the house and scaring everybody.
I like it.
So it's number 5.
Number 4.
Number 4 would have to be a Disney skateboarding game for PS2 that me and my sister used to play.
There was
Wait, which one?
Tony Bugs.
No, wait, what are you talking about?
It's a Disney skateboarding game for
Disney?
I think I
PS2.
played that game.
A lot of fun.
Did you?
Because you can play as Simba. You can play as like.
Don't want to get copyrighted.
You can play. You can play as Simba, and you can play as like Buzz Lightyear. And I like Toy Story, and my sister likes Lion King. So I like mastered the like Andy's room, and she was really fucking good at the Pride Lands.
That game was a really good fun game.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, nice.
I want to buy it. I need to buy it because I missed
just
that game.
can't wait till that dies.
I can't wait for Nali. Number 3.
Nala.
What?
Nala.
I was making a skateboarding joke.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 3 would have to be Halo 3. Oh.
Okay.
Like
because
playing Halo.
You looked at me like you were saying it at me, and I was like, what did I say about Halo 3? I mean, I've thrown a lot of shade in this podcast, but I don't remember Halo 3 shade. Anyway.
I'll wait for the theme song down. I haven't pressed start yet.
Come on, Matt, check.
He's interrupting me. I was just gonna say in Halo 3 when we did like the Stairway to Heaven, I remember having huge LAN parties at Tanner Boudreaux's house and having like one person would grab hammer like, I know how to get to the top. Bah! And they like launched to the top and knock everyone down. That was like fucking the most triumphant shit ever.
I had a modded Xbox for Halo 2.
Did you?
Yeah, my brother got a modded Xbox.
Did you have a fucking lag switch?
Oh, we did that all the time. Okay, it's just on the modem. He was like, Derek, I need you to restart the router real fast. And we did that. We had a modded Xbox for Halo 2, and we would just invite a bunch of people into our parties and just stand there and fire the trigger as we win and can't die. We couldn't play online anymore, though. But yeah.
Number 2 is playing Ghost Recon on PS2 with my dad. That was the one game he was super into. Mm-hmm. He was really fucking good at it too. And I think there's like a co-op mode, or like we just kind of like played off. But my dad would like crawl and like take like really slow time, and I'd be like, yeah!
Your dad's entire job while playing that game is to keep you alive.
Basically.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Number 1. Lost Planet 2 for Xbox 360. Lost Planet 2 is like a 4-player co-op game where you fight giant monsters. And it's fucking fun. And it's also on Steam now.
So Evolve.
Well, shut up. It's not that. It's like a third person.
I'm not saying it bad.
How much DLC was there?
I don't know. I don't think there was like any DLC.
This is before the time.
I think the only DLC was like a boss horde mode, or where you can just go boss, but I'm not sure. But it was just a lot of fun because you could fight like we played the demo, and the demo had like this big creature that we couldn't remember the name of, so we just called it Fluffy. And it's this giant creature that you can get eaten, and like when you're inside it, you shoot like its glands, and it throws you up, and you damage it when it's inside. But we threw like, I don't know. I think it might have been Dylan that fucked up the name. We thought it was a regen grenade, but we read it as Reagan grenades. It was
Reagan grenade.
Throw the Reagan grenade, and it actually healed the creature. Like, what the fuck? These things suck. Like, oh, they're healing. We're idiots.
Yeah, Final Fantasy VII, I used to call the spell Reagan.
The Reagan smash. Because like I think Dylan threw it into his mouth. We're like, yeah, kick his ass, and like his health bar went from here to here. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious?
Oh, it's like Bacta. Oh,
yeah. So those are my games that aren't MMOs.
That's just bringing back like other memories. Like you naming it Fluffy. Remember when me and Josh had a code name for every single thing in Alterac Valley?
Yeah.
Like the graveyards were McDonald's and Burger King. They were restaurants. The towers, they were Six Flags and like
More flags.
they were the theme parks. I don't know. But yeah, I'm starting to get other memories of
trying to get nostalgic up in this bitch.
I already went, so.
I remember a time Aaron walked me through the Hinterlands, I think it was, and I was like 20, and he walked me somewhere, and then just like took the fuck off, and it's Zach, me, and Aaron, and he just took the fuck off, and I'm like, why did you do that? He's like, your mom did that. And his dad looks at me and goes, that is your aunt. You do not talk about her like that.
Meanwhile,
I'm sitting there. Yeah, I've been saying it the
day.
entire day. Yeah.
Happens.
That reminds me of you and me fucking with Josh. Just fucking with his character. So
Oh
much.
yeah.
log
We'd
him,
fly
make
him
him
up in
naked.
the air. We'd take his parachute cloak off,
Yeah.
and we'd dismount and alt F4 as he was logging on, and we'd be sitting there waiting. We'd be like, "Here he comes!" and be like, "Xehanort has logged online."
We put him naked in Darnassus once without his Hearthstone.
That was fun.
We were kind of dicks.
Asshole.
There was also the time we went out to visit Mike when he first started playing, and we were dueling him. So we got him by these mobs, and I was on my warlock, and I feared him, and then in the duel, and then I brought him down to 1 health, and then mob aggroed and just came up and went dink, and he fell over.
We all just we rode around him, and we knew it was him because his name's Chaos Lifter.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, that's a Mike name. So then we run around and we run our mounts and he's like, whoa! And I dismount and I quit my mug and I duel him and I just beat him with my mug.
You're an asshole.
Eat my Brewfest mug, bitch.
It's a rare novelty item.
Brewfest.
I remember the first
birth of
Brewfest.
Tuba Man.
Yeah, that was when it was going on.
I remember.
But yeah,
I remember the first.
So mean.
The first Brewfest where you could get the opposite factions mount, like the horde.
Yeah.
could get
You could only
the
get
ram.
the ram.
Yeah.
Kodo was later.
oh yeah.
But I remember that, and I remember it was my first year at college, and I would play at work, and I would also come home and I'd play, and I tried to get my dailies done every day, but I didn't know about it until like enough in that I didn't ever do the math, but I figured out on the last day I couldn't have got enough tokens to get it.
Then they took it out, man.
Yep, that was pissed.
Well, they put it on the boss. That's the 60-speed ram mount. You can't.
Well,
get
that's what I
anymore.
mean. Yeah, you can't get the
You can only get the past one.
you can't get the unique one that you can't get anymore.
right
Anymore.
right. I do have Baron Rivendare's steed though.
That, yeah.
I
fuck
kept running. All I can think is Skullman's.
Strathholm.
Strathholm.
Yeah.
I kept running it just because I had gotten to the level on soil that I could just run it by myself. Kept running it for like a month. I was like, oh hey, I got it. Yeah.
Just for fun.
Because I like the way the undead steeds look.
They're cool.
Yeah.
They got the shirt.
And his looks even cooler, so.
They're skelly Tom.
Anyways, it's been an hour and
1
20
week.
minutes.
Yeah,
so.
let's wrap up.
It's been... What's NIBS
So-
backwards? It's been...
NIBScast is a production of NIBSmedia. If you liked this program, please make sure you go down, subscribe to us on YouTube. You're there right now. Just click the subscribe button. We'd appreciate it.
Click it.
I mean, they might be watching it on our Facebook page.
They could.
With the embedded.
Then click it. And
what
then
you
click
should
it
do
again.
In that case, please still go to YouTube and subscribe to us, but go to the top of that page, NIBSmedia. Give us a like. Share us with your friends.
That's not at the top.
Wherever it is. Just like us.
Tell us what. The
Oh, you mean on
fuck.
Facebook?
No, yeah, on Facebook.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you meant the like button on the video.
Oh yeah, no, you can like
That's
the video
below.
too. Do that. I mean, just like
Go
every
even
comment.
further down, leave a comment.
Subscribe.
like, comment,
Gmail.
subscribe.
What the fuck happens in Delaware? Tell us. I
Please,
don't
we wanna
know.
know.
Yeah. That
I
was
mean,
it.
you
Is
can
it
tweet
even
at
real?
me.
Is it even? Have you ever seen it?
Have you ever been to Delaware? How do you know it's there?
Delaware?
God,
On that note, I'm Nikki13.
I'm Aaron Lamping.
I'm Matt.
I'm Derek.
I cut his ass
See
off.
you guys next time. Bye.